Good morning and welcome to Urban Update. I am Alberto Vasallo. And on the show today, a breathtaking story of love and courage that is also a chilling wake-up call for those whose lives have been impacted by the presence of mental illness. Also, the 32nd Annual AIDS Walk and Run. We'll have details on that important event in a little while. And the cultural journey of local musician Joe Nicholson, who found music, language, and love in the country of Brazil. The specifics in a little bit. But up first, East Boston High School senior Yesica Calderon received the surprise of her life a little less than a month ago as officials from Scholar Athletes, the nonprofit organization founded by Suffolk Construction in partnership with the Boston Public Schools, as they called Yesica into a classroom and totally surprised her with a full tuition and fees scholarship to Regis College. Now, Yesica earned a scholarship through her participation in the Scholar Athletes, which helped her attain, get this, a 4.8 grade point average in advanced placement in honors courses. Needless to say, it was a joyful moment caught on cameras as local media had been invited as a surprise to catch the moment. We see her as she was on the front page of El Mundo. Here to tell us more about that moment is the star of the show, Yesica Calderon. Also, Amanda Abromson, or Miss A, I learned, who is a Scholars Athletes Program Coordinator at the East Boston High School Zone, and Daphne Griffin, who is the Executive Director of Scholars Athletes. So welcome to Urban Update.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you
I'm going to start with the star over here to my left. Yesica, wow, you look so different than on the front page of El Mundo. You didn't have your glasses or anything, right?
Right. I actually kind of took some time to get ready, you know?
Oh, you did a little makeup, a little makeover.
You know, a little something.
Oh, okay. So, you know what? Tell me a little bit about, before we get into Scholars Athletes, that moment and that day. Because from that picture, you look like, were you shocked? Tell me about, take me through that day.
Absolutely. It was unbelievable. It was a day where I was not feeling well. It wasn't like any other day, literally, you know? So I was feeling a little bit, you know, bummed out or so. And I get a text message to go into the classroom, right? I, followed my teacher and voila. I was like, it was right there. I opened the door, I saw my future. I was like, that's it. I was like, it's right there.
Now, you know that story went completely viral. It was on social media. I saw the analytics on just El Mundo Boston. Like 70,000 people saw that and were commenting. I know there was a lot of TV cameras there. Did you feel, I know you were emotional there. Did you feel like a big star after that?
Honestly, all I was thinking about was college. I was like I wasn't even thinking about anything else but that. I didn't even feel like a star. I didn't feel like anything. I was just completely happy.
Wow,
I was amazed.
So I see a lot of smiling from this side of the table, right? So Daphne, how did this make you feel, and how did this kind of come together?
Oh my gosh. Well, again, we rely so heavily on our higher ed partners like Regis College, and I will have to say I was probably one of the other folks in the room crying and trying to get myself together as Yessie came in and with her mom. So it was just such a moving moment, and so and making sure that we leverage those partnerships and that all the resources and supports are there for Yesica and her peers in the zone to make sure that the success is happening for all of our kids.
And I do want to mention the partners because it took a lot. It was obviously the construction, right? Suffolk Construction started this, but BPS also had a lot to do with the school, let in the media. You had the people from Regan Communications running around. So there was a lot of people involved.
There were a lot of moving parts, and again, it was a celebration of her success and her achievements. And in that moment, it was just crystallized where I think if there wasn't a tear in that room, then there, I don't know what could motivate you to move.
I want to ask Miss A to see if Miss A was emotional.
Yeah, to be honest, I was more nervous than anything else. I wanted it to go as it was planned for the past week. I knew and had to keep that secret in while seeing her for a week, which was definitely tough. But we had our friends, teachers, all the news cameras, which was crazy, BSA staff as well. So I texted her to come into the zone, and I think I said, I have a few more questions for you regarding the Regis application. And trying to text her I was shaking, it was tough, but yeah, definitely so emotional.
That's awesome. So now are you excited to go to Regis College? What do you know about it?
Right.
I know your family. I think we have a photo of your family, right? You guys are from El Salvador, right?
Right.
So you're bilingual?
Absolutely.
And what do you know about Regis, and what are you going to, I know it's early, but what do you plan on studying?
So I did declare myself as going as a social worker, but I kind of want to look into something more than that, maybe like a public health nurse or something around that area, like the medical field or so. And looking forward to see that.
How important was the support you got from your family during the last couple of years in school?
It was honestly really, really important. You don't really get that anywhere. I know friends of mine that don't get the same support, and I know it's tough because of that cause. They don't really know what they're gonna do with their life. They don't know what path to take or so. So my family's support was absolutely, incredible, as well as BSA, But
And Scholars athlete.
absolutely, scholars and athletes.
And I want to get back. And so how do you describe, what's your elevator pitch when they say, what is Scholar Athletes?
So
Boston Scholar Athletes.
Yes, our mission is to support academic achievement through athletics. And so we make sure that we have a well-balanced approach, for our zone members. These are our participants in the organization, making sure that we focus on academic coaching and mentoring, health and wellness, post-secondary planning, all of these things that help our young people really, one, see their unlimited potential, but also have those academic successes that we want for all of our kids.
I mean, I want to go with you because I gather that you really kind of see the benefits up close, maybe closer than anybody else. What kind of an impact does Boston Scholars athletes have on kids like Yesica?
Well, really, we talked about it before, how there's, it's easy to keep track of the number of zone hours a student spends in the zone, as well as boosts or decreases in GPA, hopefully boosts, obviously. But, and then day to day, it's always something different, I have study halls, 3 blocks during the day, and then it's available after school for kids to come in, and most of the time they're doing their homework, but it's much more than that. I help with college applications, searching for scholarships, which it's crucial for these kids. Anything from making a resume and off script, kind of some personal issues that they might be going through, whether it's a fight they get into with one of their friends or they're having trouble at home. It's really kind of 360 support all the time.
That's awesome. And again, before we end, I know it's really important to let folks know that folks like Suffolk Construction, their support is absolutely not only necessary, but it's having a huge impact.
Yeah, it's critical. I mean, the public-private partnership that we have that John Fish started in 2009 is so critical. It is the 360 support at the institutional level.
So we want to give John Fish a good shout out. John Fish, good job, Suffolk Construction, because Yesica, look at the joy you brought to you and your family, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
All right, there's the picture of, is that your family?
Yeah.
All right, so who's the troublemaker in the family?
Definitely not me.
Definitely not. All right, that was the answer.
Definitely not me.
All right, well, that was it. I want to thank you so much, and good luck at Regis.
Great, thank you
When you
very
become really rich and famous, you come back.
Absolutely.
We got her on film. All right, thank you. Good job, guys. Good job, everybody involved. All right, don't move, because in just a few moments, all the details on the upcoming 32nd Annual AIDS Walk and Run. All the details right here on Urban Update.